What is going on, y'all? It's Tactical Redneck, and this is the sound of an epic game starting up. This, next to Battlefield 3, has to be my most absolute favorite Battlefield game that has ever been made. And you guys may have heard me say this in my Battlefield 5 rant video, that this game does World War II much better. Now, unfortunately, the visuals are a little bit dated, but the point is that this game does World War II 10 times better. So the gameplay that you guys are watching is Guadalcanal. None of the maps in this game are very big, but they're all decent enough size considering that it's only 24-player matches. The three maps that came with the game were Guadalcanal, Iwo Jima, and Wake Island, and then there was an air superiority mode, and I forgot the name of the map, but I think it was called Coral Sea or something along that line. Guadalcanal and Iwo Jima were both very famous sites where major battles took place. I know there was a battle or two at Wake Island, but I don't think it's as known as much as the other two. Nevertheless, it's probably my favorite map in this game, and probably my favorite rendition of the map in any Battlefield game. So obviously Conquest is the main game mode in this game, as is any Battlefield game for the most part. But you start out with two carriers on either side of the map for both teams. Wake Islands are a little different. You have a big horseshoe, and both teams have a carrier like at the tip of either one. But that's basically it. The whole team starts there, and it's kind of like Conquest Assault, except both teams have a disadvantage as they both start on the carrier. Now, this is something that I think Battlefield has done, and done well. For an arcade game, man, this game just doesn't get much better. And the fact that it still has a player base this many years later is absolutely nuts. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, the visuals are a little dated, and by dated, I don't necessarily mean bad. They look great because Frostbite 1 was a very good engine for the time. The visuals in this game are very vibrant. The colors are very bright and kind of in your face, so it doesn't feel very dull, and it definitely doesn't have a blue filter like Battlefield 3. Now, one thing that I think they did get was getting everything really green as far as vegetation. The sand looks great, and they did a really good job of representing the islands. Like, you have Pacific Ocean, which is generally in the warmer areas like this, very clear blue water, and they've done that very well in this game. And I just fail to see how DICE doesn't go back to this style of art, where they don't wash everything out. They make it more vibrant, but still pleasing to the eyes and not overly bright. But I do want to point out that the lack of anti-aliasing in this game, due to hardware limitations in the console, set the visuals back tenfold. Now, if this game would have released on PC, I think it'd be an amazing looking game, even still today. So with that said, this game's definitely still up there for me in terms of graphical fidelity, considering how old it is. And the gameplay is fun as well. It's still a little clunky, but that's to be expected considering Bad Company was also like that. Now, in terms of gameplay, the game is also extremely well balanced in my opinion. You have three classes. You have the Rifleman, the Engineer, and the Scout. Now, the Rifleman obviously has an 8-round semi-automatic rifle, which is a Garand. The Japanese Army has kind of the same thing as well, kind of like what they had in my Bad Company 2 video that I did a couple weeks ago. So they have 8-round semi-automatic, basically Garand-style rifle with rifle grenades and a bayonet. The Engineer has an SMG with a couple grenades and a bazooka as well. They also come with a wrench so they can repair vehicles. The U.S. Army side has a Thompson, and the Japanese Army side has a Type 100. And the last class is the Scout. They both have bolt-action sniper rifles, as to be expected. C4, a sword, and a sidearm. The Japanese Army has the Nambu, I believe, and hopefully I'm not butchering that name. And the U.S. side has the Colt 1911. Now, as I said, all of these classes are exactly the same. The only difference is cosmetics. And I really wish more games would take note of this, because it works really well. What this game comes down to is which team is better overall. And I hate that most games now go towards this, well, one team or someone has this gun, so it's automatically 10 times better. The formula just doesn't work, and if anybody would ever go back and take the time to play this game for more than 5 minutes, they would notice that this works well. Now, not only are the classes exactly the same, all of the vehicles are exactly the same as well. You have the tanks, which are the same. you know, internally, but externally, cosmetically, they're different. You have the planes, and I still argue to this day that the Japanese Zero in this game turns slightly better than the other, which may be true. I don't know, but I do prefer one over the other. And that's the only thing bad that I can say about this game, other than it only having 24 players. But that being said, it's an old game. It's definitely not worth buying an Xbox 360 to play it. If you do have, say, like an Xbox One X, then maybe, possibly give it a go. I don't know. It might look better on the Xbox One X. I don't know. Or even if it's backwards compatible. But this game, I've always loved it since I first saw gameplay of it. And then still remember the first time that I played it. So it's got a special place in my heart. It'll forever remain one of my favorite Battlefield games. And it's just a damn shame that it didn't come to PC. But if anyone from DICE happens to see this, you guys are seriously fucking up Battlefield 5. Go back to this style formula. If you want to do cosmetics, but Jesus Christ, for the love of God, just make them realistic. The factions in this game look real, not... I don't even know how to explain Battlefield 5. I'm not going back into that, but yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little video. This game is old, but again, holds a special place in my heart. It's a very cheap arcade game, so if you do have an Xbox and you're interested in playing it, go back, pick it up, give it a go. You won't be disappointed, I promise. But with that being said, I've been the Tactical Redneck. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. I know I had fun making it because I had to go dig out my old capture card and Xbox 360 and batteries and controllers, and I don't miss it. I do, but I don't. Kind of makes me want an Xbox One X for Red Dead Redemption. But that being said, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, leave a like, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace out.